Here we are at our chapter 1, target 5b. We're asked to find the distance between these 2 points. Now anytime we have these 2 points and we're trying to determine the distance between those, we first have to go ahead and start labeling those 2 points. So our first one happens to be 5, comma, looks like 2. Our other point looks like it is at 9, 4. So again, before we actually begin any math, we first have to identify what are our 2 points that we're talking about. Now, when we're talking about the distance between these 2 points, we can go ahead and use our distance formula. So our distance is equal to the square root of our x2 minus our x1 squared plus our y2 minus our y1 squared. Now, when we're looking at our x1 and our x1 y1 and our x2 y2, we have to first identify, well, which one is going to be which. Now, it does not really matter which one is which. We'll just go ahead and call this one our x1 y1 and this one our x2 y2. But again, it does not really matter which one is which as long as you are consistent within the formula. Going ahead and throwing in our values, we end up with d is equal to the square root of our x2, here he is, 9, minus our x1, here he is, that 5, and that is being squared, plus our y2, here he is, that 4, minus our y1, here he is 2, and again that is being squared. From here we're pretty much just simplifying down. So we have d is equal to the square root of 9 minus 5 comes out to be 4 squared, plus our 4 minus 2 comes out to be 2 squared. From this, we end up then with our d is equal to the square root of 4 squared is 16 plus 2 squared gives us 4. In which case, when we combine these two together, we end up then with d is equal to the square root of 20. Now, we could do some good and garbage with this. To break things down a little bit, we would end up then with 4 going in the good, 5 going in the garbage. In which case, then, we would end up with a final answer of 2 square root of 5. Now, we could also punch this inside of our calculator, that square root of 20, in which case, we would end up then with that 4.47. So I would take actually any of these 3 answers. They are all exactly the same. Again, for right now, this is a fine answer because it is one of the previous targets, breaking a square root down. So I'm fine, though, with any of these 3 answers. Again, though, that is Chapter 1, Target 5B.